Hi and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to install Linux Kali on your virtual machine or virtual box. So first of all, you need to download VMware. Either you can go and pay for it or you can get a free licensed version, which is going to be the VMware workstation player it's called. If you're using a Mac, there's a possibility for you to use something called Fusion. So it's VMware Fusion. Go to Google, like VMware Fusion, just like that. There we go. And it should be the link down here. It's a bit below. Download VMware Fusion, and then you can try the version for your Mac. Okay, so at the moment we have the big discussion about the M1 processor. I don't know much about the M1 processor, but I suggest you go and read about it. If you're unsure, you can try Parallels, which is another great virtual machine software you can install on your Mac. This video will show you how to run an imaged, ready-to-use, VMware ready installation of Linux Kali. So go to kali.org, and in the top of the website you will see this. What you will need to choose is the one called Virtual Machines, and then you pick the one for the virtual machine software you're using. I recommend you using something called VMware because it is just working better than VirtualBox, to my experience of course. So if it works otherwise for you, to your experience, choose the one that suits you best. Different architectures can be chosen on the top, 64-bit or 32 bits. 64 is the default chosen one. Then download VMware. Download the VMware friendly installation here, either as a torrent or as a file, as a zip file, which is downloaded here below. When you download it finished, you will unzip all your files, and it will look like something like this. Now what you need to do is to copy the path of where you unzipped all your files from your VMware ready image. Then you take your virtual machine and we put it in. Now you already see that I have Windows 10 installed on a virtual machine, and I also have Linux Kali. This is a 2020 version 0.1. What I'm really going to do is just add another instance of Linux Kali to my virtual machines. I'm going to go click File, Open, and paste in the URL that I copied just before. You will see one file here, which is called Kali Linux 2021.2. Look at the other side here. It says Kali Linux 2021 VMware AMD 64. It's the same name as the file. This is a 2021 version, so I'm gonna pick that, open it, and now we can see that I have a new instance. It's called 2021. It's already marked, and I should be able to go ahead and load it up by clicking the button here called Power On this virtual machine, or the button here, the green play button. So let's go ahead and click the button. I'm powering it on. So the first time you're powering it on, you will get the question if you moved or copied the virtual machine software. It also says if you don't know, just say that you copied it. Now, we didn't copy and we didn't move it. So the safe choice for you is to choose I copied it, because you downloaded it and you unzipped it to your hard drive. So I'm going to press I copied it. Now the VMware will work. I'm going to press the first one. What I just did is I pressed with the mouse on the blue screen and picked the option that was already chosen for me in the top of the list. If you are unsure how to release your mouse, you will press Ctrl and Alt and the mouse will be released from the VMware. Now Linux Kali is booting up, and you will see it is working like a charm. The password and the username for Linux Kali is Kali, by default, and Kali again for the password. This can of course change for the future. So there we are. Now we are in Linux Kali. We just booted up. I did nothing. I downloaded the image from kali.org. I already had it installed, but VMware. I opened it directly and now it works. We can go to a terminal right now. And you might ask, so does it already have internet? We can try and ping Google. And what you see is that yes, it is already on the internet. So for this video, you now install Linux Kali. I think it is not installed with my keyboard language. At the moment it is American. So if you want to change your Linux Kali installation to your language keyboard, you need to do that through the settings in Linux Kali. This is not something that I'm going to cover in this video, because it is something you can just go Google and find yourself. So I hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumb up, like the video, subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, just ask them below. I'm gonna get back to you. Alright, see you again.